Assalamu alaikum. Let's talk about politics. Nalbe kontong momoto na kontong bunyar wala ka kontong roflo na formula admitimo Omar Baroning formula admiral be ngalbe kontong momoto na kontong bunyar wala formula diamlal be kontong aning alfal ning foni kel nim foni musol men be bijang kabon koto ke demba kontaro kata fo ndefongo kullabango kontondro di mo bela danaka ngana UDP boy sul be kondo ngani gal sul forum sul jego lagi be kondo mini be forum kono je kala moy roten atondi jidi simkol fanam bi jan bari muso ya munala timo bol ni be kondo MPP kuli tol biga kando tano koma kenyaro tile tol man siya jandal danaka real APRC I think bol fanando man lim bija no to alliance fake APRC woli ko fay nyamo ko na fana bo fana bija itu lah dina la kiba isalo la jamfale dal itu le PVP file ya troll under the boss itara lang ngamu ara mo barola gele la no PVP kulta la jebel si sole bilay but anyway nuyu naa la jebel so yak si jama naka America nak but anyway natalam ko nga follow up ke na last kajato concerning our birth certificate because wolungo audio siata and nga topic fulalake so really left a meaningful about this reinventing of the birth certificate ma complete ma exhaust kukumal bijele mini alon ko lafti put la on the table so that decision maker is a clear guidance to make the right decision to reverse this decision ebe minkono so nata wala bi pour que o kacha complete anim fanang na informul kono janga na broda do moy atenying birth certificate ko to anim bi fatara alafta na immigration department to blame la for irresponsible behavior mini alon ko de sit by e gam man sakunda jabe nyinna e man ko kije wale fongo yen compel more because ma wo funu na kacha kono nu ka immigration department kana ka ke sede ti jang ko niaje nyung ko fongo futata be dame niaje nying ferol be keta dalilo miye man sakunda bula nyinna is because iman sila soto immigration department like a Gambia la national document to falsify. Nte I can be a witness to that. Nte nga Gambia la immigration director malong in person nene ma mit nene na mang haji soto. Bari nga Gambia la documentul soto le. And nte nga mulo mini along ko they are very, very senior in that immigration department. Ntefongo nga atemle one of my staffs nga atemle pour ka amakoi ka facilitate pour a national ID card soto. And wo staff na la voters card lom anala birth certificate. But yet still ma secure no pour ka ID card ninai because ikamimbe nyininka puru ay ayewo birth certificate accompany anim voters card mawo secure no mawo soto no where atina mang ID card soto and ni mo sa immigration department is a bribe no or is a contact use no to have that. I can say I have the means and I have the contacts pour kake, but yet still immigration la condition will be larin ne ibika ben moye ibika ben president ye ibika ben MPP ye ibika ben UDP ye. So wala dina lafta na la kanawo brother ming lafta immigration blame la billahi nde I don't nde bika you know nde bika mo nyako no jibe bika you know I mean ning immigration nde tata no nge bribe na ye mini claim among soto ye ID card provide nta sila jang ani nta sila jang ngafo ko e bikake ani nta sila jang ngafo ko ngamo bribe la kayto de dañe ni ma mari expose barentina la ngafo ko wo bika soto en nakumo ni mi lafta a sosola voters card ni birth certificate ni yekodo di moleka ta ID card ni with only those two documents. Immigration ta Gambia la ID card di lala at Gambia la passport di lala because ala support document man enough. You have to have a parent ID card or passport for immigration you accept. Ila voters card ni la birth certificate. Ila parents or one of your parents or sometimes both your parents la photo ID card or passport. Not even alcalo attestation. No, that is not enough. So nyinna bije woto lafta fula na bo brother immigration be lorin ne wala president Barrow frustrate fe nata nit ñing idea la mbina dalilul fula. So mbenga jele Macky Sall minke je Matam wol Pador wol Tambacounda wol ñim fula community to be. Not only Macky Sall win there because Macky Laka win je ever since woman ke nene majiti. Mimmu nene majut. Wolom how exponent ila voter register. Abuke ila voter register between one election cycle a double telefa triple ta. Yalo woman sense make because population of man double wo tundol to fast at triple. So nim population of man triple, how come voter register is triple? So that's the means of fraudulent ka that register inflate because Macky will name President Barrow will in this organization called 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, they have an ambition. Now for a long time, there is a voter group mini along cross border. Ngala example di in Guinea-Bissau, Omar Sisa Hombalo la election auto. Omar Sisa Hombalo la election auto first round, ama ani 30% soto. Mimbe leading la nung first round is over 45%. Second round, all of a sudden, from 26% Lombang to 53%. Nim 53, 54, 55. Nying organization no capital 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 ebe wole inflate kang around West Africa. Ye mol so do mini alonko ika mol register, they have their register o mol ka cross border to ika election will partake. But in Senegal is 17 million people. So you cannot, Eta Senegal inflate Lano in the same way like Gambia. Gambia is a very vulnerable society. Gambia Doyata Bakele. Gambia Doyata Bakele is only 2 million people. The authentic electorates Gambia is just about 500,000. So this organization, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, they have over 1 million members around West Africa. Buhari are trial in Nigeria. Sehumbalo, Omar Siso Humbalo won Maki 2019 with their help. In this parliamentary election, the same thing, they attempted. But it's difficult because Senegal is 17 million. But Gambia is just little over 500,000. So ning only 100,000 nata or 150,000 have a big impact lesotula. Olati na kumayata na authentic system usoto mol min ke la moy na diamulla ni aliyal hakilo tuje kabri be draft constitution o deda la kabri ya deda ndenga akarang nga recommendation o kije nga call dol min recommend je pour dalilo min batine be draft constitution o nyi reject la abe wol kono min ye draft o deda constitution o deda CRC e ko ni e fon dindingol je banko kan Gambia minisio man tambi sanji seyla ime balo ime falong wolbe ke Gambia no dindi nyamal lesio bi ka sanji tay se jurumul katara Gambia nyem futan ka dindingol al mudul talibul wala ka sia Gambia be vulnerable li nyaming na bodal be vulnerable li nyaming nin dinding 8 ka cross every month dinding 8 ka cross ka bo Senegal ni cross tana rek iko emile ye ID ke ye national kaito di ye ke Gambia dingol den ye muri la parentol ya by the time be 18 years to rek yena national document uta because atolle ya guarantee ko ni ye moja sio be sanji amanta mi sanji sela ima balo ima falon ya ke Gambia dingol ngani nekkele wolatina kabri draft constitution o reject UDP be kumbota fonte after ndia muta UDP be contenta so wala be kol kono mimbije nying birth certificate ko tapaleya da male bije is meant kalunja ngo kolongo sing kanyim electoral minialonko is 360,000 ke facilitate with a document pour ning na nying register reject deni bayla ko ibe chan soto la kanyu register soto then ye 2021 election will repeat koteng ike another shock for the whole Gambia mbeka jada na janne min dutta min kasida yako bo ndingem ntelom Aliou Jam nyinatina no sol ni Ministry of Health a mantra in any position to reinvent birth certificate for adults because adults they are never going to enroll in primary school. Ni tambita 18 years like you don't need a birth certificate anymore. All you need is national document. You need an ID card or a passport. Birth certificate man na faso te koteng ita use la fenna koteng ila baluokon. Iba use la no minna wolom ni be primary primary education kela ya samba karamu to karamu ke nyin ngai ni la birth certificate yana ni na da yela sangolong ya long ebe enroll la school watu mina ni tambita wala fo jita ye 18 years birth certificate damata ID card dilela it's not possible ni 18 years to ini bani fa sita alkalo ya alkalo attestation o dila ko nyin funding kede aba tomu fatu daboleti afato mu Ibrahima Baleti awulu tan nyin tundo le to jam yo attestation o de ibani fa ini la ID card yeta immigration iba wale fa anala ID card ani wo alkalo attestation o ako nyimun dingoleti nte to mu Ibrahima Balti mu Gambia dingolti abato mu Fatu Dabolti Gambia dingolomati ntolle nga hulu fo sunna nim farla wo man important wo tije al d'accord ta ko al tolle dingomu al kalo ya CDA ebe national ID card sotolan so ñing ko di weso on birth certificate na faale na faaw na fatala birth certificate manke identity abika mo identify is only used for children dindingol ni be enroll la karamol ni bitala nose ni be vaccinol kela ikoy ba kela age bracket ol minna mol mi be chanyi tang so one nose kite wo birth certificate ika wole samba nose kite andiko nyimbe chanyi tang that's all it meant for. Well, you see, saying Ministry of Health and in the government, they want to use that because they have a deposit. Me alone have nullified lale. So 2016 election over 360,000 ninga birth certificate today. Then is a election okana ning general registration o sita any way ta ye register o any way ta ye ID card ni because me recommend la olom alkali attestation ta voters card dila birth certificate ta voters card dila ni birth certificate de is one step in having a national ID card. Saying ning Ministry of Health ye kibaba minsio be sanye tanani ye birth certificate today say is good for you, but it will not give you a voter's card. You have to do more. You have to go further to have your parents wolfanana ID card. Wolfanana ID card kajeko nying birth certificate obe mimbulu itolle awulu itol mu Gambia dingolti nyinno mila CDA kaytoti ni wo soto da wotete mu Gambia dingolti e nyanta carte soto lale in general registration ntol mantara mo kungo no kan mambalam futan kala carte fayola no futankol muntol la yelol letin signolom ni wuluta doli minimu Gambia nolti bar dol bije wal manke Gambia noti my friend wal mu Senegalin kol leti dol mu Guinea nol leti ko Gambia mandin kol bije mini alon ko kasa masin kol lo miti mandin kol bije mini alon ko Guinea Bissau kol lo miti en wo mandin kol manyanne dabula la Gambia la carte fayoto period o manyana mo da janila o manyana mo demila ni koye Gambia kanu Gambia dingol bula nin quartier fay aussi te ida mali la quartier fay e lafta miye nyaton kaya bari kana registrata ka inflate with foreigners Senegalel ning Guineanul la Gambia dingol nyanta wullale ya foko wo manyana sotola because it will bika Senegal election no it will bika wo inflate no e bika Guinea fananta inflate no so woto Senegal ning Guinea manyana nalan tolia ndun tol le vulnerable takatambi Senegal ti mbe ngajele this past election Macky Sall minkije so saying nimbe continuer la dictatorship ko la animbi comme moda minkono president Barrow fana kembulu dictator di then isa continue ko former dictator ya simplify nyaming to enable him na president Barrow fana allow electoral system witera simplifying access to our voters card is simple with a mayor alkali attestation your voters card with a mayor fraudulent birth certificate your voters card because ko ngafu nyami ning mu hadama dingoti woti ta kan fon kumandi hadama dingola na sense of judgment wala ba fola nka judgment ke kula nyaadi le ninga judgment ke ninga eroge na judgment kono nga bold enough nga wo decision o reverse because nga intent minkang ya itandila ko worontale so in principle na previous audio nga explain jele demanding bad certificates kake dalilo minna ani ntolka obtain dalilo minna ntolka used to have our national documents but bad certificate manyana kela woti bad certificate in most democracy in the world sedare yarangolom ko iwuluta nyin tundu kari le nyin lopitan kari nyin lung kari nyin kari kari nyin sankari that's all akamin guarantee wolom dingola wulu lungoti pour ni ba enroll la primary education mi yalon ko is mandatory mi yalon ko it has no national dimension. To enroll in our school system as a child, you don't have to be a Gambian citizen. You don't have to be a Gambian citizen to enroll into our primary education. All you need is an identification that would identify your age as a child. This is the only place birth certificate ye important si soto dami. Bankuta kerin dunia kono koteng dami yalonko as an adult ilaftela banku di ya emphasize la ye nyininka birth certificate la no because birth certificate amanke identification rinti niajibe in Gambia ni enroll te dunta lopitano kono nos itata wuluje amanke luati it is not mandatory upon the mid mothers or the nurse to guarantee ko ikatomin claim ko itelom jani be atella no isa dunno nurse le itomu fatu jammeti ya fo itomu Mariama Jallow ita fole non te atenda because iman national ID card so mimba flo ko itomu Mariama Jallow no itela nose kaito that's all you need ikana nim minnaji so walatinna wonno sol manque immigration do kulalti itol ta fula no min mu banku dingoti pour ya fo no ko mu banku dingolti fo immigration ye question dantani jabo soto bulu force muso mi wuluta immigration ye value ID card soto o passport mi ya fo banku dinjamalo dena dingo mi wulu usina immigration sina lon ko wodingo mu Gambia dingo let so immigration le wo sembo soto and authority min ya lon ko they would ask and you would identify ni muso nata for example muso mi ya lon ko Swedish solom a wuluta Gambia I have found identify na la Swedish ID card la then no so wala immigration officer kay so ñin dingo min wuluta jamalo ma fati pour ka dingo la citizenship determine then ni no muso Swedish muso ko dingo de afamu Gambia no say immigration task afolo ko ñin dingo mu Gambia no ti say fo dingo faye na aya fongo identifying ala ID card la not birth certificate either ala passport or ala ID card ka atelom let's say Lamin Jammeti atelom nyinde na no fati aya sign then sign wode na no immigration ye sembo soto ka kaito provider ye ko Gambia dingolo mati bari no sol ta wokela no nyinati na so ko ngame vo president Barrow be lunjang kolon singol la because this register that I mean 2016 is going to be challenged. It's going to be challenged and it's not going to use the 2026 presidential election. And in fact, kerongol binafula nya dinko konol ko Gambia dingol wultale singolo Gambia dingol ka sonko bella number sa balanal lomiti. Nying register, nying inflated register would not decide who is going to lead Gambia 2026 if there is going to be a general election. Gambia dingol be banna walale IEC mankuno je Supreme Court mankuno je UDP mankuno je is the will of the citizenry. Banku dingol lebe lola mini care for democracy and rule of law. Mol be man care wala niko yalo nibe kachala niko be amanke literally a bay. No, there are people who are in support of the fraud. There are people that partake in the fraud. So obviously, Walter protest la. And fraud fananka mini benefit, wol fananta protest la. But wolmu minority leti, wolati nebe reliable, ibe relying fraud kam because they are minority. So I am speaking of the majority. Majority mean que la vote cast opposition way. Majority mean bika carte for President Barrow na la coalition way. I believe that is in the 65% or more. And it is increasing the more President Barrow kasi, the more bataka lafa, the more mulka bala patito kana opposition. One majority la kango, that's the will of the people. New majority tada ko ilafta new registration la and ibe mechanism will mean put la into this new registration wolom puru foreigner ani minor kana access sotato ibe wokela nyadi that is very simple wolom ika minke enable to inflate it ibe wolle kuntula mineke enable to inflate it wolom alkali attestation alkali attestation o aning fraudulent birth certificates. Birth certificates will me alam ko ikanay na fe in bunch. Ika mula tool sa fe bala randomly and date of birth to match. Yajela. So nyin lom ku flolti mbe mini terminate la follow. Ninga will terminate saying birth certificate and alkali attestation cannot give you a voter's card. Ko nibe travel la. ID card doesn't enable you to travel. There is a certain document, it can be a passport, will enable to travel. More travel to Gambia kono ikatale wonyini. Nibe kodo withdrawal in bank. Alkali attestation did never enable you to withdraw money from a bank. Near Western Union key, birth certificate nenete enable to withdraw money from Western Union. Why? Because they are not sufficient identification document. Fongo mimbike enable ka kodo fongo withdraw bank. Womanyane enable to have access to deciding who is going to preside over our country. If an alkalo attestation cannot enable you to withdraw money from a bank, that attestation should not empower you to give you a power to decide who is going to be the president of our country. If this is difficult for common Gambian to agree, then common Gambian ma word calling themselves Hadamadingo. Ila moya imang ni Hadamadingo moli minibe Gambia. Imang sondomo soto. Kaje ko kaito mi yalon ko ate alawle $100 ifongo withdraw bank. Wo kaito manyana sembo dile la ka banko la president o tambong. Ning Hadamadingo minibe Gambia mo wojeno. Isondomol ma wotano. Wote la moya dasetale. Wotontol we are not woti kamfongo kumandi a human being la. Mo kamal ling wotontol la hadamaya man kamal. Nying opportunity li, nying fraudulent system o ya incorporate na system o konole to facilitate fraud in our electoral system. Because at the point in time, we had a dictator. What time of dictator le bembulu? So dictator kaminke, aka molde na fe, I facilitate ye voters card will diale kateka quartier fire. Ulati na I simplifying the like this. Dalilo mi atina nyini ye nying fero na fe. Konga tola nyamen to reinvent. Coming angalel kafu nyamen to reinvent the wheel. Moto singo sa total foka pare. So ita moto singo de dala no koteng. Mi MPP Mansakunda ning ila Ministry of Health compel mi bulanyina mimbe sondomo kono ila miro ila fero minti ita minfola wolom nyintiko Aliu Mamar Ndiaye a deposit of 350,000 nameless to ila register kono akoita President Barola akoita IEC la ko nying register mi yalon ko ya inflate with 360,000. This register would not go to 2026 presidential election. This register opposition party would protest, would claim to nullify it. Na bilateral partner around the world, European Union, ECOWAS, would concur with the opposition because this register is inflated. We would bring proof ko nying register inflate tale. President Barrow be lunjang kolon singol la. IEC be lunjang kolon singol la. Because IEC alone ko Aliou Mamad Jai is gone. He's gonna go. There is no way he's gonna stay. He's gone permanently. IEC alone. But they have a deposit of 360,000 yeming reconcile na register kono. Wo 360 ilafta opportunity create la wolle pour ye bad certificate soto iba jalal ko ning opposition wole ning register challenge European Union, African Union, ECOWAS agreed ko ning register there is enough evidence ko is inflated by foreign present or minus small mini alon ko ila iyaman sanyi tanin seyosi evidence soto ko wole bije amul loyalty it is for the forcelum pour que ning register nullify ka cancel but the names are there so one name sol saying me binekela mbe one name sol accompany lale with a birth certificate so in the next coming general election any birth certificate will le bitala pour que voters card soto because they know ko ntolga mimfo before the next presidential election fenta keri mimbe o baila Gambia ding lansar din titala election wala with this inflated register and electoral reform be sotolala in that electoral reform alkalo attestation with a voters card dealer alkali attestation to voters card dealer but certificate to voters card dealer but it will be a process to have national ID card that will guarantee you a voters card. President Barrow kanyina lunjang kolongosing ala toleli mini ike moy formule to ka fa President Barrow manta kala candidate with President Barrow maybe amala filula next election ika alo tole kamera ka mo nyamen dingol le nene because it daltale ka UDP dribble it daltale ika gi mondo di UDP la bari isa di no UDP la official la bari UDP la supporter le ta di la no wala condition ta dunia mimba tinna President Barrow voluntarily I resign wo condition ta kirin dunia President Barrow be min kono saya nim balu abani wala kono amanta resign la amanta constitution falling na pura time limit soto Gambia dingol minika for president former president Jammeh ko tuje ke kinti the same Gambian will bije the same police will bije the same army will bije the same cabinet minister will bije there is no cabinet minister mi alonko ana function willpower lom ana function decision it will be jele ko jubur lango nim President Barrow ko jump ikai how high but they are not there with their own concern their own ideas they are not there to disagree to disagree no it will mu yes sir you are the president sir yes sir we can do it sir yes sir ko be num president former president Jamma Bala Nyami so mol mini be President Barrow la surrounding ulto wol manke fenti mi yalon ko ye function ideal soto so it will existence olom President Barrow if there is no President Barrow there is no Dusano there is no Badara Njai for Badara Juf Lomba there is nobody these are people Most of them are nobody. These people cannot even win a award in their native villages or towns. So, wamuji mondo kumult.